Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing Deadshot issue number 5. Deathstroke is usually 3 steps ahead of everyone else. He is the guy who routinely outsmarts the Justice League, takes down literal gods, and always has a backup plan. But today, we finally find out exactly who has been systematically destroying Slade Wilson's life. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss a single second of this one. Let's jump right in. We kick things off in Pittsburgh. We cut over to a parking garage as we hear, "This seems like overkill. Lady, you asked for this. Do you want me to cancel?" "No, I still want him to. I don't want to cancel. I just wasn't expecting," as we see a woman trying to hide her identity dressed in a green hoodie and baseball cap as she responds, "I wasn't expecting a hero." And right on cue, stepping out of the darkness, is the Terminator himself, Slade Wilson. He says, "Do I look like a superhero to you?" The woman is terrified, but tries to explain her situation. She posted an ad on the dark web looking for a cleaner to handle a very personal problem, her husband, as she says, "We have 4 daughters. They're my whole world. Dylan wanted a son. That's why he tried as many times as we did. Ma'am, I don't need a whole story. Just give me a location and a physical description." As the woman keeps talking about her heartbreak and how her husband left her for someone younger, her words trigger a massive wave of nostalgia and regret for Slade. As we immediately cut to a flashback, we're at a massive mansion. Slade Wilson is packing up a duffel bag. Standing in the doorway is his wife, Adeline Kane. She is visibly upset as she says, "You're just going to leave? The kids aren't even done with dinner. Come on, Slade, can't it wait till the morning?" Slade continues packing as he says, "You know how it works. When the client says jump, I gotta jump. No such thing as office hours in this business." Adeline tries to bring up their son, Grant, who is struggling severely at school. As Slade responds, "He just needs some structure." Adeline yells, "No, he needs his father to be present." The argument cuts short as Slade's ride has arrived. He gives Adeline a quick kiss, totally ignoring her pleas, and heads out the door. Adeline responds, "I need you here more. Your family needs you here more." As Slade walks out to a black sedan, waiting in the driver's seat is Slade's closest ally and handler, Wintergreen, who immediately hands him an iconic orange and black mask. Slade asks, "Who's the target this time, Wintergreen? Good guy or bad guy?" Wintergreen, "Do you care?" "No, not really. Let's get it done quick so I can get back home." Snap back to the present day. Slade is sitting in a beat-up green pickup truck parked outside a gym called Power Fitness. He has his sniper rifle ready, scoping out his target as he says, "All right, Dylan Erickson, 43 years old, from Harrisburg. Let's get this over with." Just as Slade is about to pull the trigger, his comms buzz. A call is connected and Slade is desperate for this information as he says, "Please tell me you found something." On the other end of the line, his tech support, Hosen, demands Slade's credentials before talking. Hosen then explains he has a lead on who is targeting Slade, but tells him the informant wants cash up front. Slade responds he's about to get his money. Hosen is not happy. He says, "I don't approve of these random dark web jobs." That's not why. Deathstroke cuts him off. "They killed my only support. They took all my money. I need to know who is hunting me." Cut away to a completely different location, a warehouse, where we see Deathshot and Deathblow talking to a mysterious leader. They're discussing the previously failed encounters with Deathstroke. As Deadshot says, "Cray and I kicked the crap out of Deathstroke. We would have executed him back there if it weren't for," the leader cuts him off saying, "if a 90-pound girl hadn't neutralized you almost with no effort and left you tied up in the desert." "She had neurotoxin darts," Deadshot says. The leader silences them. He needs cold-blooded killers to put Deathstroke down for good. As they plan their strike, Deathblow expresses some serious hesitation. "Are you even sure this guy's out of control? He seems focused to me." The leader, enraged, "Definitely, but he's the deadliest killer this side of a coronary artery disease, and he's no longer holding himself to any sort of code. Is that what you call focused?" The leader orders them to gear up for a high-intensity strike at 2100 hours. And then we get a shocking reveal. Tied up and gagged on the couch in the background is none other than Slade's daughter, Rose Wilson, aka Ravager. Deathblow is disgusted by this kidnapping, but the leader warns him not to underestimate her. "Why are we abducting junior vigilantes?" he asks. The leader, "Don't let her age confuse you, Michael. Ravager would murder your mother in front of you for the right price, no questions asked. She is a killer." Cut back to Deathstroke sitting on the truck. He's on the line trying to get the information, but his contact tells him, "I'm sorry, the informant won't speak unless he's paid." Slade is feeling the pinch. He complains about how expensive it is just to be him, pointing out that Deadshot recently blasted a fist-sized hole in his signature helmet. As he looks out at the city, the existential dread starts setting in as he asks, "What's the point of any of this? How can all this be worth it?" His contact coldly replies, "You mean vengeance or life in general?" To which Slade delivers the ultimate nihilistic line, "What's the difference?" Hossam, his contact, asks, "You think about getting out?" Slade is still dwelling on the conversation he had with his daughter as he sighs. "Wintergreen would have tried to get me to talk about my feelings. I didn't like it from him, and I'm damn sure don't like it from you." Desperate for a payday, Slade decides he's going to pull off the next hit immediately, but there's a catch. He doesn't have any of his armor. When Hossam asks if he's really going to do this without a helmet, Slade arrogantly scoffs. "This guy's not exactly Black Adam. I don't need armor." His ally convinces him to at least cover his face, so Slade grabs a makeshift yellow and orange mask to gear up. Meanwhile, we cut to the Justice League's monitor room. A tech support guy named Danny is frantically trying to delete call logs, meaning he's the one who has been secretly feeding Slade info. Suddenly, there's a knock at the door. As the door slides open, Wonder Woman appears. As she asks, "Rolf stumbled onto something big. All hands on briefing in the command center in 5 minutes. Spread the word." As she turns to leave, she senses something's off and asks, "Who is that on the line?" Danny, sweating bullets, covers his tracks as he says, "Oh, that was nobody. Tech support." Now back to Slade. He's perched on the rooftop with a sniper rifle. He's staring through the scope at his target. As he aims, his daughter's words echo in his mind. "You're going to let them make you into a monster," she says. That's not what he would have wanted. Slade then hesitates for a split second, whispering, "Damn it, what the hell am I supposed to do?" But before he can pull the trigger, blam! A sudden gunshot rings out from behind him, instantly killing his target. Slade is left shocked and shouting, "What? Who?" As he turns around, he finds himself completely cornered. Standing over him is a strike team of Deathblow, Deadshot, and someone wearing a modified version of his own Deathstroke armor. As this new Deathstroke taunts him, "Too slow, old man. Guess you're not going to collect on that one either, huh, Slade?" A stunned Slade demands, "Who are you?" Only for the imposter to look down at him with pure disdain and say, "God, you look awful." What follows is the absolute chaotic rooftop battle. Slade, even without his proper gear, proves that he's one of the deadliest men on Earth as he yells, "Who are you?" The leader yells, "Give it up, Deathstroke. You're outmanned this time." But Slade fires back. "It'd take a lot more than the 3 of you to outman me." Slade tears through them, dodging gunfire, slicing through Deadshot's wrist guns, and keeping the squad entirely off balance. The fight spills over the edge of the building, with Slade and this new Deathstroke trading blows as they crash straight down from the roof to the pavement. Deathstroke still yelling, "Who are you?" As they grapple on the ground, the new Deathstroke leader yells, "Slade, please, you know who I am. You know me better than anyone." As the imposter fires a barrage of shots, nearly taking Slade's head off. Slade, starting to realize the horrific truth on who's pulling the strings. He lunges at the imposter, screaming, "You killed Wintergreen!" The imposter calmly says, "That's right." Deathstroke loses it, yelling, "I'll kill you! I will kill you!" As the imposter yells, "No, you'll do what you always do. You do what you're told. You'll follow orders." Deadshot and Deathblow dogpile on Slade, forcing him to the ground, pinning him to the concrete as he mutters, "Killed Wintergreen, took my money, took my helmet." The imposter stands up over him and says, "My helmet, Slade. According to the divorce settlement, half of it belongs to me." as the imposter pulls off the helmet to reveal her face. It is none other than Adeline Kane, Slade's vengeful ex-wife. She looks down at her former husband and says, "I told you, Slade, I'm taking everything." Slade is absolutely shattered, whispering, "Adeline? Why?" Adeline explains her twisted motivation. "You're gonna feel what I felt. Everything you have is mine. Everything I lost, I'm gonna take from you." As she opens the back doors of an armored van, Slade's eyes widen in absolute horror as he sees his daughter, Rose, bound and gagged, as he screams, "Rose!" And this is where we reach the absolute jaw-dropping climax of this issue, guys. Adeline Kane isn't just trying to financially ruin Slade or take away his life. She is out for complete vengeance. As Slade watches in absolute horror, Adeline, with cold, unwavering eyes, aims a pistol directly to Rose's head and mutters a chilling promise. "This is going to hurt." Rose looks in pure terror, desperately crying out one last word, "Dad?" And before Slade can even move, the page cuts to black. Talk about one of the most brutal cliffhangers in Deathstroke history. Do you guys think Adeline actually will pull the trigger, or is this the ultimate psychological mind game to torture Slade? Let me know your theories in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so you'll never miss an episode, and I'll see you guys next time.